Kidmissing TV. I'm your host, Angelina Wilson, and this is the case of Ginger Doe. She was found in a densely wooded area used as a garbage dump near Florida State Route 431, Altamont Springs, alongside the body of Laura Harbert's, Harberts body. The location is along Forest City Road, north of Lake Lotus. They believe that the killer was a serial killer from the area, Spaziano, S-P-A-Z-I-A-N-O. The girl asked the witness to hold her pocketbook for her and she would be right back. She was taking a ride on a motorcycle with Spaziano, and she never came back. The witness, Spaziano demanded the purse 5 days later. Before handing it over, she peeked and only remembered the girl was from Ann Arbor, Michigan. That's interesting because we had a case from Ann Arbor. Chemical isotope analysis suggests that Ginger was born in the west to northwest regions and lived in the Midwest prior to her death. It is speculated Ginger may have been a runaway and her birth date may have been June, based off her ring having an Alexandrite setting. Well, that wouldn't be the setting, that would be the stone. Oh, Cynthia Kuhn, yeah. Dental records showed inconsistencies. Her teeth were crooked. Cynthia's were straight. So she was ruled out. And I have a list of rule outs. She had sacralization of the fifth lumbar vertebrae. Wavy, shoulder length, light to dark brown hair that was pulled back into a short ponytail held with a rubber band. She had a white gold ring with an Alexandrite stone. The ring was manufactured and or sold at Davidson and Son Jewelers in New York City. Well, that's interesting. Now, here are the exclusions. Kathy Wilcox, Victoria Bowers, Patty Spencer, Janet Kramer, Patricia Wagner, Charlotte Loomis, Kathleen Rogers, Denise Sheehy, Helen Green, Judy Davis, Pamela Hobley, Cynthia Kuhn, Debbie Lowe, and Gail Joyner. Some of these cases you may recognize because we have covered them. Yep, she actually found underneath the body of the other homicide victim. This was most likely a teenager. The victim underneath her was originally believed to be male, but was identified as a female. Wait a minute. Okay, there were two victims alongside each other, one body on top of another, so there were 3 victims altogether. The victim on the bottom was originally believed to, Dental records soon identified the victim found on top of the bodies as Laura Lynn Harberts, an 18-year-old hospital clerk from Orlando, last seen August 5th. Okay. And she hitchhiked, which a lot of people did back then. And Crazy Joe Spaziano was found guilty and later sentenced to death for the rape and murder of Laura. his conviction was overturned because somebody recanted their original testimony, probably under the threat of death. And he pleaded no contest to a lesser charge of second-degree murder. Faziano is currently serving a life sentence for the murder of another teenage girl that he picked up hitchhiking in Orlando. Light to dark brown shoulder length hair. Okay, got that right. Who was the third person? Anyway, they did the chemical isotope analysis in 2018, and all it told them was what they knew, was that she was from the Midwest. If that pocketbook belonged to her, then they already knew she was from the Midwest. So, but I don't put much stake in the isotope analysis because I have seen it be so way wrong when the person was identified. So, of course, Faziano denies involvement in the case. And multiple suspects have been ruled out in the case, they said, when they did the isotope analysis. So they need to do some forensic DNA analysis, forensic genealogy. If you have any information, you can call the Seminole County Sheriff's Office, Detective Jennifer Spears, at 407-665-6847, 407-665-6847, or 407-665-6650, 407-665-6650. Or you can email her, jspears, S-P-E-A-R-S, at seminolesheriff.org. Thank you for joining me. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. I hope you're enjoying Unidentified August. I'll see you. Bye, guys.